Athletes Unlimited Softball is presented by Bat Club USA. We're closing the books on week 2 here in Rosemont, Illinois. The final game is in our crosshairs. The leaderboard, it's moving around. It's Team Osterman taking on Team Jaquish. Hello, everyone. Sure hope you're enjoying your Labor Day. We still have more to get your way. With my partner, two-time Olympian Danielle Laurie, I am Eric Collins. And folks, I'm here to tell you, I'm starting to love Mondays. Mondays with Athletes Unlimited is tremendous. It is the final time to earn points and figure out next week's captains.
Well, and we know the draft is coming. It is on Tuesdays. And in order to kind of move into that draft as potentially a captain, you need to win games. You want to end a weekend on a win to give you some good game day feels heading into the rest of the week. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out.
Second year of Athletes Unlimited Softball. 60 of the best players in the world. The teams change every single week depending on the 4 captains. An individual champion will be crowned after 5 weeks. Whoever has the most points will be the top dog. And the way those points are accumulated is what makes this league so special. Let's take a look at the league overview as we head into the final day's action. This is what the leaderboard looked like coming into today.
Well, and the top dog is Kat Osterman with 768 points, and she has been on a ton of winning teams, and Randy Rupp and Aaliyah Andrews have been on her team the whole way. So we'll see how they do tonight, and if they do well, they might be up in the captain's chair.
Randy Rupp, a great performance out of the pen yesterday. Her best performance in 2 seasons.
Yeah, she was just absolute nails. 5.2 innings pitched yesterday. Only gave up 1 hit, no earned runs. Walked 1, but it doesn't even matter at this point. She has a .0 ERA. She is the real deal right now.
Now the captain for Team Jaquish is Savannah Jaquish, and no one is swinging a hotter bat than her coming out of the chute.
Well, yeah, and 3 for 6, has a couple home runs, some RBIs. She's just been so consistent when she steps into the batter's box. She'll be behind the dish tonight.
Let's take a look at the lineup card for Team Osterman. This is brought to you by Geico. Aaliyah Andrews has never lost a game while playing with Athletes Unlimited. She's always been with Kat Osterman's team. That means she's 5-0. Morgan Zirkle having a good weekend. Jesse Warren, the 3rd sacker. Amanda Chittister leading Athletes Unlimited with 4 home runs. Anissa Urtez back behind her as the shortstop. Taylor Edwards, Janie Reed, the Olympian. Jordan Roberts has had a nice weekend. And the 9th hitter, 2nd baseman, Kelsey Stewart. Let's talk defense for Team Jaquish. First start of the season for Amber Pfizer. She'll throw to the captain, Jaquish, behind the dish. Riley Sarton-Vaughn, the 3rd baseman. Shelby Pendley, the shortstop. Romero and Fisher, right side of the infield, with an outfield of Amanda Lorenz, Megan Wiggins, and Morgan Howe. First professional start for Amber Pfizer.
Yes, and Amber Pfizer is going to throw mid-60s. She has that curveball, that screw, as well as the rise and a change. And as I've said it from the beginning, and I'll say it again, it's just the ability to change speeds that you need to be able to bring to the table when you're facing a lineup like Team Osterman.
Amber Pfizer wearing number 70. She is from Benton, Iowa. That is just outside of Cedar Rapids. It is about 426 miles as the crow flies due west of here. She is of the Midwest, not only born and raised in Benton, Iowa, but played her college ball, 5 years of it, in Minneapolis for the Golden Gophers. And we are off. First pitch of the game, a steamer. Called strike 1, 66 miles per hour to Aaliyah Andrews. It took until yesterday, 5 games into her AU career, for Aaliyah Andrews to actually be trailing in a game. Feather in her cap. Kat Osterman really likes having her on her team. Has drafted her twice. And Aaliyah has rewarded Kat with good play. 7 hits in her first 5 games. Currently sitting at number 3 on the leaderboard coming into today's action. Aaliyah Andrews has a great chance of being a captain. A normal game from her, a normal game from Team Osterman. And wouldn't be surprised to see Aaliyah Andrews as a captain making decisions tomorrow for the draft. Called strike 3. Pfizer strikes her out.
This is a screwball in the outside part of the plate. And hey, if you can get that corner, keep going there. That is a great pitch. It's an awesome 0-2 pitch.
Here's Morgan Zirkle. Lays down a bunt. Pfizer gets her at first. Good defensive play by the youngster. Pfizer fields her position well, 2 down.
I love this angle. Zirkle just so much speed, sees that first base is back in Fisher. Pfizer able to just step up and make a bang bang play, and that's clutch defense by the pitcher.
2 outs, bases clear for Jesse Warren. Whole bunch of nothing for Jesse first week as a captain. Didn't get a hit last weekend, was hitless in 3 games. She's changed things around here this weekend. 4 hits, including 2 homers in 2 games. She took a big leap yesterday. She started the day yesterday 23rd on the leaderboard. She's now 14th. That was coming into today's action. Bouncing ball, that'll make it into center field. 6 hopper for a base hit for Jesse Warren, and she's aboard with 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 4,
5th hit of the weekend for Jesse. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Amanda Chittister. 4 homers in 5 games. Into center field off the end of the bat. Wiggins has to play it on a hop. Back-to-back singles for Warren and Chittister.
shortstop, number 7.
You got to play so deep with Chittister batting.
I would say that's a win for Pfizer. Amanda Chittister has been swinging a hot bat. So much power.
Here's Anissa Urtez. 6 hits and 16 at-bats on the season with a homer. Known as one of the best gloves in the world as a shortstop, but she's off to a really good hitting start this year. Played for Team Mexico in the Olympics. Currently 18th on the leaderboard. That was coming into today.
This was the game winner for yesterday. Clutch hitting, just coming up in a big time moment. Stepping up for her team. Little walk-off win.
Pfizer tried to get a corner, didn't get the call. Rookie Amber Pfizer going against Kat Osterman in the circle for Team Osterman. On the ground, should end the inning. Sarton Vaughn goes the short way and the side is retired. So a couple of 2-out hits, but no damage done. When we come back, Team Jaquish heading to the bat rack. Scoreless top half of the first inning for Team Osterman. That means Team Jaquish can score 10 points if they score 1 run here in the bottom of the first inning. Fans, it's time to earn points for watching today's broadcast. Take out your phone and enter the code on your screen into the Athletes Unlimited app to earn points. If you don't have the app, head over to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and start earning points to unlock exclusive rewards and stay in the know about all things Athletes Unlimited. Let's take a look at Savannah Jaquish's line of card brought to you by Geico. Starts with Amanda Lorenz, former Florida Gator. Veteran Megan Wiggins. Jaquish bats herself in the 3-hole. Samantha Howe, the cleanup hitter, with Sydney Romero following her. Sam Fisher, Shelby Pendley. Riley Sarton Vaughn hits 8th. And Morgan Howe, a lot of thunder in that bat, hitting out of the 9 spot. And those 9 will face off against one of the best to ever play, Kat Osterman, who will throw to a friend of hers, someone who she played with a lot, Taylor Edwards. Warren Urtez, airtight left side of the infield. Stewart, Chittister on the right side, both Olympians, with Reed, Andrews, and Zirkle in the outfield.
Kat will be in the circle. She's going to throw that drop ball. As most people know that are tuning into this, she also throws that curve as well as a back door. Has some off speeds. So throw low 60s. Isn't going to blow you away with the velo, but her drop ball is by far the best in the world.
So far this season, you have a better chance of getting a walk than getting a hit against Kat. Her first pitch called strike one. Kat has thrown 15 2/3 innings. She has allowed just 3 base hits. She has walked 5, and she has struck out 12. One time the ball has left the yard against her. Kat has made it known that this is her final go-around in professional softball, so this is our last opportunity this season to watch her play and work her magic. She's already thrown a no-hitter. That was last week. On the ground, Urtez.
Center fielder, number 25, Wiggins.
Had a game earlier today on this field, and it was a really quick one. Game was played in less than an hour and 50 minutes. Team Vidalis winning over Team Piper 4-1. Big point totals for everyone on Team Vidalis as they won every inning and then got the 50 game win points. And the MVPs, Haley Wagner. She threw the entire ball game, got 60 points as being MVP 1. Erica Piancastelli had the game-winning hit. She got 40 points. And the starting pitcher, who lost the ball game but pitched very well, Alicia Ocasio, she got 20 points for being MVP 3. And no-hitter tonight for Kat Osterman. Megan Wiggins gets a base hit to center field.
I think this is a little bit of an off-speed curve. Takes right back up the middle. She's always replicating some type of hitting. In the outfield, she does it when she's on base.
Here's Jaquish. The most dangerous batter in Athletes Unlimited so far through 2 weeks. 10 hits in 15 at-bats. 3 homers, 6 runs batted in.
Savannah Jaquish had a home run off of Kat in the scrimmages leading up to this season starting, so you know Kat remembers that. Not going to give Jaquish, anything too good.
Jaquish has one of the bigger equipment bags among anyone of Athletes Unlimited softball. This weekend, we have seen her start in 3 different spots defensively. She started at first, where she needs a first baseman's glove, at third, infielder's glove, and today she starts herself behind the plate. Of course, needs a catcher's mitt. On 4 pitches, Kat walks Jaquish. So 8 points for Jaquish. That's what you get for working a walk. Runners on at first and at second. All right, 2 on. 1 out, couple of Texans doing work. Samantha Howe grabs a bat. Five straight pitches have missed the mark. There's a strike. Kat Osterman has now played in 20 games with Athletes Unlimited, dating back to last year. 20 games, she has won 18 of them. Just incredible. And she hits Howe. So the bases are loaded. 1 out, the bases are loaded. A single, a walk, and a hit batsman.
This curveball just gets away from Kat, hits the knee of Howe, and it doesn't hurt now, but it hurts tomorrow. The bruise will be there right on top of the kneecap.
So the infield will come in here in the first inning. Sydney Romero, the batter.
I like that take, knowing Kat's been just trying to find the strike zone a little bit. Want to see if she can pump a strike.
Inning points are on the line. Should Team Jaquish score a run, everyone on their roster, all 15 players, gets 10 points. Now, now's the time to get Kat Osterman. You don't want to let her get into a groove. She's clearly struggling right now.
That's a pitch that it's tough to take when you have those hitters counts, especially when you know Kat's been trying to figure out how to throw strikes. That's when you want to execute and swing at a good pitch.
2-2. Little number plays right in front of her. Uses her glove only, and the force at home. 2 down. Important out for Kat Osterman. Now she is 1 pitch away from getting back into that dugout.
This is a great job by Kat. Knowing to just do the little glove flip, little PFP action.
Pitcher fielding practice. Here's Sam Fisher. Now would be a great time for her first hit of the year. One of the stalwarts here at Athletes Unlimited. Second year. Founding player. She's 0 for 9 here in 2021. Kat has faced 5 batters, allowed a single, a walk, and hit a batter. Both outs have come on balls on the ground. And now Kat has the advantage.
It's a curveball, the inside part of the plate, tough pitch. Look at that ball spinning like crazy, and this is probably the worst count against Kat, 1-2 as a hitter. That's when she toys with you, mess around with that drop ball. I've yet to see her go up in the zone, but she has that pitch in her repertoire. She can go upstairs.
Softly hit, shortstop Urtez, side retired. Wow, we've seen that before. Kat Osterman gets out of trouble unscathed. The Cat uses one of those 9 lives. She's been doing that for 20 years. Team Jaquish, they leave them loaded. Missed opportunity. Top of the second inning, scoreless game. Team Osterman versus Team Jaquish. This is our up-to-the-moment leaderboard brought to you by Geico. Because of the game earlier today, Team Vidalis against Team Piper, there's some players who have some points that look really good. Hayla McClenny and Tori Vidalis currently 1 and 2. Alicia Ocasio played earlier today. She's 4. But remember, there are still 7 innings that will be played here, and that means that Team Jaquish players and Team Osterman can leapfrog. These are how you earn points with Athletes Unlimited. The offensive ways with single, double, triple. You lose points if you get caught stealing. Pitchers get 4 points for every out recorded. But the big gains you make are by winning innings as a team, by winning the game, and being one of the 3 MVPs that are voted on when the game is over. Case in point, earlier today when Team Vidalis won against Team Piper, Team Vidalis won all 7 innings. That means 10 points for each inning. That is 70 points. Then they won the game, so that is another 50. So 120 points, even if you never put the ball in play or never even played in the game. Everyone on the team got 120.
And that just goes to show, like, you want to be on those teams that win, because even if you have a bad day and you win, you can still move up there. You can go over and still find yourself moving up the leaderboard, and it's the unique way of this league. You can perform really well and be on losing teams and not see yourself moving up. And Sarah Gronaway again, I think just warming up another pitcher just to have someone in case anything were to go sideways.
Taylor Edwards way out in front of that to put 120 points, which is what everyone on Team Vidala's got earlier today. To put 120 points in perspective, that's the same as hitting 3 home runs in a game. Taylor Edwards, Janie Reed, Jordan Roberts batting here in the second inning. Edwards beginning the day 34th on the leaderboard, 34th out of 60 players, 1 for 9 on the season. That one hit was a double. And Pfizer does not want to walk the leadoff batter here in the second inning. You're asking for trouble. Into center field. Wiggins started in on it, then has to backpedal. 1 down.
We've seen a couple of the center fielders make those kind of jumps, and they say that at times playing with these lights and catching the ball in the light at times off the bat is almost harder than playing in the sunshine, and that's why I didn't never play outfield, if you're wondering. To be able to make some of those reads and lay out for some of the balls that we've seen some of these outfielders make, I'll just stick to pitching.
No one in the world has played more center field in this ballpark than the woman in center field right now. Megan Wiggins, her second year, Athletes Unlimited. Every game has been played here in this ballpark. But she spent 9 years playing National Pro Fast Pitch, 4 years for the team that this ballpark was their home, the Chicago Bandits. And then she used to regularly come into this ballpark when she played for the USSSA Pride as a visiting player. So she knows that outfield. Janie Reed, a ball and a strike. 4 hits and 11 at-bats so far this year for the Olympian, Janie Reed. Into left field, that'll get down and may get to the wall. It does. Reed on her horse, flying into second, and she'll stop there with a 1-out stand-up double.
It's a great piece of hitting by Janie Reed. It's it right to the left center gap, straight to the wall. So fast. Thought maybe she was going to try to leg out a triple, but had to held herself up at second.
20 points for Reed. Here's Jordan Roberts. Tons of power. Roberts, one of the favorites of Kat Osterman, who saw that last year when Kat would routinely pick Roberts to be on her team. Currently 16 out of 60 players. That was coming in today on the leaderboard. I got a blast from the past for you. I look at Jordan Roberts and I see a lot of Kristen Butler. Remember Kristen Butler, the old Florida Gator who played pro ball for a long time with the Akron Racers, among other teams? Powerful right-handed hitter who can catch.
Pretty pitched. 2-0 changeup coming in at 56 miles an hour. Pulls the string on it.
Two balls and a strike to Roberts. Man, I'll tell you what, Pfizer's really humping it in there, isn't she?
Jordan Roberts way in the back of the box, has that kind of open stance with her left foot opened.
Called strike oh, no. Ball 4. I don't think it was ball 4. Yeah, she had to come back. She had the count wrong. She thought that was ball 4, but it's only ball 3. Don't know what Roberts is thinking about. So we'll do it again.
Like to see if she could throw that little off-speed pitch again. Hasn't gone back with the changeup since the one that she saw Jordan Roberts whiff right through. Not many are expecting change at 3-2.
There's ball 4.
A lot of these pitchers are making great pitches.
Ooh.
That's a strike.
So runners on at first and at second. Still just one out. Here's the dangerous Kelsey Stewart. Called strike 1 to Stewart. Kelsey from Wichita, Kansas. Found her way to Gainesville, Florida. Played for the Gators for 4 years. Tons of success there. Part of the U.S. national program for years now. Spent her summer over in Tokyo. Got a silver medal in the Olympics. And now Stewart and Kat will have a conversation. What could possibly be the conversation when you're down in the count 0-2?
Maybe she's just giving herself a minute. I can't see her going up to Kat and asking her for hitting advice in this moment. But I think maybe to just take a breather. 2 strikes got on her quick.
Janie Reed the double, Jordan Roberts a walk. Well, since that conversation between Stewart and Kat Osterman, a little break in the action, Pfizer hadn't been able to throw a strike. Into left field, sinking quickly. Lorenz makes the play. One Florida Gator flies out to another. There are now 2 outs. First time through the order for Pfizer, and now she'll face Aaliyah Andrews for the second time.
Aaliyah Andrews has 2 RBIs so far heading into the rest of week 2. So she's been in this situation before.
Classic small ball player. She's got 7 hits on the year, does not have a double. Nothing but singles for her. Into left field, lazy fly. Lorenz makes the play, and Pfizer gets out of hot water. Another shutout inning for Pfizer. Bottom of the second when we return. Scoreless game, 4 combined hits as we play the bottom of the second inning. Team Osterman trying to sweep the weekend, taking on Team Jaquish, looking for their first win of the weekend. Kat Osterman continues in that circle, 38 years young, and she continues to just dominate like she first did 2 decades ago as a Texas Longhorn.
I mean, look at those numbers. Wins-loss is second all-time in Ks. The only one above her is Monica Abbott. Has an ERA .50. That is crazy.
Monica Abbott more strikeouts as a college player, but Kat had more strikeouts per 7 inning. Just truth in advertising.
I couldn't tell who you were a fan of there. I wasn't sure.
Hey, I love Monica. You kidding me? Put the SEC on the map, she did. Here's Kat Osterman's first pitch of the second inning to Shelby Pendley. Ball 1 to Pendley. It'll be Pendley, Sarton Vaughn, and Morgan Howe batting in the second inning. Shelby Pendley, one of the strongest of our 60 players. For years, big time into bodybuilding. Still uber flexible. Helps her as a shortstop defensively.
Wants no part of that inside pitch, back to back, backdoor curves. That pitch coming from the left side looks like it's going to hit a lefty and tail back in for a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Kat didn't strike out anyone in the first inning. Actually got into a lot of trouble, was able to get out of it. Had the bases loaded with 1 out, but no one scored. There's her first strikeout.
Athletes Unlimited Softball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
Kat Osterman has been dominant last year and this year. Last year, though, Danielle, she was striking out batters at a higher clip than she is this year. She changed at all? Has the hitting changed?
I just think these hitters this year are a little bit more seasoned. They're the hitters last year, some of them had never seen Kat, and they were coming off of obviously still being in a pandemic, so not getting as much game reps. And I think now you have a lot more hitters that, number one, know who Kat is, but have gotten a lot of reps throughout the season. You have 20-plus Olympians in this league, a lot of women that were playing in, with the USSSA Pride, seeing live pitching. So I think even though you know what Kat brings to the table, she's still very hard to hit, but I just think a lot of these hitters have been swinging it a lot this last year.
Last year, Kat struck out 95 in 64 innings. That's a batter and a half she struck out per inning. This year, coming into the game, 15 and 2/3 innings, she'd struck out 12, so less than 1 an inning this year. Still uber effective. 3-1 to Riley Sarton-Vaughn. 3-2 to Riley Sarton-Vaughn. Texas A&M versus Texas here. Enough said. Off the thumbs with that 60-mile-an-hour pitch, and we'll do it again.
This pitch is coming in on her hands. You see she kind of gets handcuffed like crazy there.
Good at bat.
Great at bat.
So the second walk allowed by Kat Osterman.
It's a 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off of. That's a really good at bat.
Here's the number 9 hitter. Arizona State's Morgan Howe. She's had some success against Kat in the past.
You and I saw her hit one off the scoreboard last year.
And man, was she happy.
She was the first one to hit a home run off Kat, and Kat was almost unhittable last year, so that was a big deal for her.
If memory serves, Morgan Howe hit a home run up the scoreboard and actually went off of her face that was on the scoreboard. She pelted herself in the face, and she was happy to do so. That was her target last year. Ball bounced right off her nose. And Kat's struggling here. 2 balls and a strike. She's already walked one. This is against the number 9 hitter. Three and 1. Do you just leave the bat on your shoulder and hope for another ball and work a rally that way, or do you get into attack mode and get aggressive here with Kat struggling to find the zone?
I would definitely want to be aggressive in hitters counts. And that's a good hack by Morgan Howe, 3-1. Like, you know that she's got to bring something or she's walking you. And I'm surprised you don't see a lot more hitters that are swinging at those 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1 counts, because as a pitcher, like, you want to throw a strike, and you're going to in those counts because you don't have a choice.
Softly hit. Urtez goes the easy way to second. They get the force. 2 down. Well, as a captain, Kat Osterman picks her team, and she was happy when Anissa Urtez was available, because Kat, being a drop ball pitcher, when she's not striking batters out, she's getting a lot of weak contact on the infield, and that left side of the infield doesn't get any better. With Urtez at shortstop and Warren next to her at third, that's world class defensively.
Yeah, Anissa Urtez to me is by far one of the best shortstops in the game. Really loved getting the opportunity to watch when her and Hannah Flippin were with the Utah Utes up the middle together.
On the ground softly, Lorenz right to the first baseman Chittister, and that'll do it. Another shutout tossed by Kat Osterman. We move to the third, still scoreless. Tomorrow night, 7 Eastern time, our college football experts take you coast to coast for the latest storylines from the gridiron. And get you ready for this week's games. Don't miss Inside College Football on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Here's our updated league leaderboard brought to you by Geico. Haley McClenny has had a phenomenal weekend. She is currently atop the leaderboard, but not by much. She's got a 4-point stiff arm on Kat Osterman, but Kat's charging quickly. Tori Vidalis in the 3 spot. Alicia Ocasio has 744 points. The top 4 players, when it's all said and done after this game right here, will be our captains for next week's games. And tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 o'clock Eastern time on Facebook, you can watch the draft unfold. It's a really unique broadcast to see these women have to think about how they want to make their teams, and it's a lot of fun. It's really unique. You want to check it out. That's tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern. Morgan Zirkle is the batter. Best to ever come out of Milton, West Virginia.
And this is just between innings, and I'm sure she's trying to just get that drop ball figured out. That's the one pitch right now she's just having a tough time being able to locate. A lot of pitchers have done that, gone from being out in the game, struggling a little bit, go try to figure it out in the bullpen.
What are some of the things that you can work on? Is it all grip? Is it arm swing? Is it your step?
It's all mental at this point, honestly. Like, it's to go out there and take those reps and see yourself throwing a good pitch, to put it in your mental piggy bank, to be like, all right, good, got it. Like, nothing at this point needs to be changed on Kat's end as far as mechanical or anything. It's just in your head, and when you see yourself do it right a couple times, it just checks off those boxes, and you're like, all right, good, got it.
Well, for Kat to struggle and to still post zeros, tip of the cap. 2-2 to Zirkle. Called strike 3. Impressive start to the ball game for Amber Pfizer.
This is her screwball on the outside part of the plate. I've continued to say it, if you can get that corner, I'm going to keep going there on those righties and stay away from those lefties. And got the Bash sisters here back to back, and Jessie Warren and Amanda Chittister.
Jessie singled to center field first time up. Called strike 1 to the third baseman. Warren won a national championship as a Florida State Seminole, representing the ACC. Was most outstanding player of the Women's College World Series. 2-time ACC Player of the Year, so decorated. As a pro player, National Pro Fast Pitch for her work defensively. She won a Gold Glove. National Pro Fast Pitch back then, they just gave out 1. It wasn't like 1 for every position. They gave out 1 to the best defender of the year, and Jessie Warren won it. And oh, by the way, she can hit. She is now 2 for 2 in the ball game. A 1-out single for Warren. So an opportunity for Team Osterman. 30 inning points are on the line. It's top of the 3rd inning. If anyone wins this inning, scores more runs than the other team, every member on that winning team will get 30 inning points. Up and in to Chittister.
Her hardest pitch thrown of the day, coming in at 68 miles an hour.
Base hit into right center. Warren read it beautifully, but she still has to stop at second. Jessie Warren knew exactly that was going to get over Sydney Romero's glove, and she was off to the races, yet still couldn't go to third because Wiggins got it to the infield so quickly.
That's a good piece of hitting by Amanda Chittister, staying on plane with that curveball away. Jessie Warren has to read that right. If she goes too far off the base and Romero makes a catch, she'll be doubled off at first. Good base running read by Jessie Warren.
Here's Ortez. Ortez swinging a confident bat. Bounced out to third her first time up. It's the second time she's batting with runners on at first and at second in front of her. First pro start for Amber Pfizer. Pitching against Kat Osterman. Welcome to pro ball. Fouled off of Ortez. Right up the shin guard.
Still hurts. It's like the worst feeling in the game, especially if you're not wearing a guard. It's like a lump on your shin forever. The only way to get it out is like this grassed in metal tool that they have to just iron down your foot. It's or calf. It's just, that's why I stopped hitting too. Hit myself too many times.
Softly hit, could be a double play. To second for one, on to first, not in time. That is now 2 outs as Ortez replaces Chittister on at first. Warren checks in over at third. So this is the first time that Team Osterman has had a runner advance over to third, but there are 2 outs. Taylor Edwards is the batter. Young pitcher Pfizer has to make sure that she keeps it up. You don't want a wild pitch or a pass ball to allow the game's first run to score.
One thing that Amber Pfizer does do really well is she hides that ball for a really long time. She's slow down to her motion, kind of takes her glove in her hands down to the ground a little bit, and she keeps her hand in her glove for so long. And as a hitter, you're always taught when you're stepping into the batter's box, you want to track the ball. That's the first thing you want to see, and then you want to watch the ball come out of the pitcher's hip. But if pitchers hide it for a really long time, it can be hard as a hitter and deceptive to try to hit when you can't see the ball.
Do you remember anyone in particular that you had a hard time finding the ball when you were hitting, either back in your college days at Washington or internationally?
I don't remember necessarily, but I do know like more the new age of pitching a little bit, like Gabby playing with the University of Washington. The Aussie just hides the ball so well. Has a wicked drop ball too, but that makes it very challenging to hit because she hides it.
3-0. Quality strike. Nothing Edward could do with that, even if she wanted to. Another strike. Exact same spot.
And I like it. The strike zone essentially should be, Eric, they've said the top of the armpits. And when I look at that and I look at where our armpits are at, looks like it's matching up to me.
Well, that one misses the mark. So a walk to Edwards, and the bases are full for Team Osterman.
Not the best walk in that situation, with knowing that Janie Reed is on deck, who hit a double her last at bat off Amber Pfizer. As a pitcher, those are the littlest things you have to be aware of. Picking and choosing who you want to hit to. Limiting those free passes.
Now a good start. Pfizer throws strike one to Reed. Reed is now 5 for 12 on the season. Second year playing here with Athletes Unlimited. Down in the count 0-2. That was 67 miles per hour. And Reed's going to have to protect. How much of a different hitter is Reed with 2 strikes than she is before 2 strikes?
Well, you just know she's not going to drop that bunt. She's still able to kind of slap. We've seen her hit a little bit more.
Backhanded by Fisher. Great play by Sam Fisher, and the side is retired. Again, Team Osterman, they threaten but cannot score. Amber Pfizer has matched Kat Osterman pitch for pitch. She's got a shutout as we play inning number 3. Welcome back, everyone. Kat Osterman getting the start and not being picture perfect so far through the first couple innings. She didn't like the strike zone moving around on her a little bit, and then that last half inning, she went to the bullpen just to try and figure things out.
And the umpires have been squeezing her a little bit, and I think that's okay. Kat gets a lot of strikes, Eric. She's one of the best pitchers in the world, and she should have to throw the ball, you know, on the corner. She doesn't have to throw the ball over the white, but she does get a big strike zone.
A lot of street cred right there, 20 years. Why not?
Really?
Sorry. All right, here's Megan Wiggins. This is a fair fight. Megan Wiggins and Kat Osterman have been playing against each other for over a decade now. They were teammates for a time. It's always fun when these two battle it out. Wiggins won the battle back in the first inning. Line drive single off of Kat. Was eventually stranded at third. I've seen both these women play on dusty fields. Not a lot of people paying attention, just grinding because they love the game of softball, and their efforts, Kat Osterman and Megan Wiggins, just to keep pro ball alive, means something to a lot of people, because now we're here and things have changed. The lights are brighter, more people watching, and the game continued because of the play of a lot of these women who played National Pro Fast Pitch and just kept the dream alive because it meant something.
Well, and when Kat won last year, that was part of her speech when she received her medal, and just said, like, it's players because of Megan Wiggins and myself that have continued to keep playing this game for as long as we have, to just pass the torch and know that you have to play the game. You can't stop at times because it gets hard. It's continue to keep paving the way for the future and for the moms. Courtney Gano, an example for Athletes Unlimited softball, but there's been other mothers that have been playing Athletes Unlimited volleyball.
Into left field. Janie Reed makes the play. And let's be clear, it's not just all been a pioneering thing for Kat Osterman and Megan Wiggins. The fire burns in both those women. They like to compete. So Kat has got the first out in each of the first 3 innings, but this is when the trouble usually happens. She's had a lot of traffic behind her on the base paths. In the first inning, she was ripe for the taking. The bases were loaded with 1 out, but Team Jaquish couldn't push anything across. Savannah Jaquish. Let's see if Kat gives her anything to hit. Jaquish, 10 hits and 16 at-bats so far this season. She walked her first time, walked on 5 pitches.
I think the only thing that the pitchers really want is just consistency behind the plate. Like, you know that at times the umpire is going to miss a pitch. It happens. But that first inning, second inning, for the umpire to establish that strike zone, so you know, boom, I can get this corner. He's calling this, and I'm able to go inside on this hitter and get this corner. And the reason why pitchers get frustrated is because when they're not able to get a consistent called strike, they have nothing to go to. And I can understand Kat's frustration for sure, because to me this is a little bit more of a hitter's league. These hitters have come out swinging week 1. They're a force to be reckoned with, and I think pitchers do need a little bit of a bigger zone in a league like this.
Kat has now thrown 9 pitches to Jaquish and only 1 strike. She's walked her twice. Jaquish on at first. Here's the cleanup hitter, Samantha Howe. Howe got 8 points her first time up when she was hit with a pitch. Both Howe and Osterman, Houston natives. That is now a 2-0 count, and you see the hands on the hip with Osterman.
Well, and it's that backdoor curve on that outside part of the plate to the righties that she's just not able to get for a strike. I think he's saying that it's just off the plate too much.
Home plate umpire is Craig Hyde. And he waltzes out to the circle and says, let's play ball.
And I know the frustration as a catcher, or as a pitcher, excuse me, and what I will always say to my catcher is just try to keep working that strike for me. Like, just try to keep getting that pitch, talk to the umpire, maybe suck up a little bit, get me that call. And that's why the battery and the relationship is so important, because the pitcher can't always do all the dirty work. You need that catcher behind that can get that relationship going with the blue, be able to talk, hey blue, where's that missing? Where can my pitcher get this spot? Where does she need to throw this to get this pitch for a strike?
.30 points are on the line. Scoreless first inning and second inning, so 20 rollover points heading into this inning. And so the third inning is worth 30. Team Osterman has already put a 0 up in the top of this third. So a run here for Team Jaquish, and they're in the money. Right back to Kat, 2 down. Well, fans, not sure if you've heard, but if you join us in person at the ballpark, you get an exclusive NFT. It's a free Athletes Unlimited digital collectible. All you have to do is be here in person, scan the QR code. We'll roll out a new limited edition NFT each weekend this season. Collect all 5 and unlock a special offer. Get your tickets and start collecting today. That is out in the Players Suite beyond the left field wall. Saw Amanda Sanchez out there. Pretty cool setup.
I'll grab some grub and then head out to the outfield and sit and watch.
Yeah, Mondays are kind of fun for the players because their week is done. They get a chance to let their hair down a bit. There goes the runner down a second, and Jaquish is safe. Oh, the captain getting some points. She's now in scoring position. Give her 10 points for the straight steal.
And I like this run by Savannah Jaquish. She's got a lot of speed. And why not with 2 outs?
Ooh, what a tag by Urtez. That was an impressive tag. Kind of a cool thing about Athletes Unlimited. Look at this tag. Oh, my goodness.
Love it.
I think I saw that, Danielle. I saw that live, didn't I?
You did.
All right, but no one on the field saw it, so we play on. Every team gets 2 captain's challenges, and if you use it and you're successful, you can have a call reversed. Savannah Jaquish, she got 10 points for a steal. If that had been challenged and she had been called out, she would have lost 10 points for getting caught stealing. Softly right back to Kat, underhand flip, and the side is retired. Still scoreless through 3 here in Rosemont. Scoreless ball game, 0-0. We play the 4th inning. Team Osterman will bat against Team Jaquish. This half inning, we're going to talk to the third baseman for Team Jaquish, Riley Sarton-Vaughn. She's got a microphone. Riley, you're playing third base right now. Thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thanks. Where did Kelsey hit it last time? Oh, is that, yeah.
Here we go, guys. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, Amber, we got you here.
We were listening in. That's pretty cool. I think that positioning and talking about how you guys are aligned defensively is always super important. You're playing third base right now. Do you have total freedom to play where you want here at Athletes Unlimited, or are people giving you a scouting report and telling you where to play?
A little bit of both. It kind of just depends on the tendencies of the hitter against the pitcher that is on the mound. I've been listening a lot to the people who have played longer than me and asking for advice about kind of where to position myself and in what situation. So yeah, I've been learning a lot. It's been fun. Yeah, Amber.
Riley,
Hi, I see you.
what do you think it's been like here week 2 playing with Athletes Unlimited?
It's been really fun. It's completely different than anything else. I've played 2 years of pro ball before this, so just learning new things, meeting new people. It's been great. Yeah, Amber. Good. Nice.
Riley, you're playing what's called the hot corner. It's called the hot corner for a reason. A ball comes on you quick. Of the players here, there's 60 of them. Who do you feel hits the ball hardest along the infield?
Yeah, Amber. Probably Tori. Shout out to Tori. She smokes the ball this way.
You guys were teammates?
Tori Vidalis, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 7-0. Here we go. Yeah, Amber. Here we go.
Riley, has
See you,
there
SJ.
been anybody that you were really looking forward to getting an opportunity to know?
Yeah, probably Amanda Lorenz. I've played against her pretty much my entire life, so playing with her has been really exciting. Yeah, Amber. Yeah, Shelb! Yeah! Great play!
Good job.
Nice job, Amber. Good work. Got one?
I mean, I know we're only in week 2, but as a hitter, what is it like constantly facing different pitching every day? You're not going to get that consistent pitcher. It's always going to be somebody new. What do you think that's been like as a hitter?
Yeah. It's been a learning experience for sure, but it definitely makes you keep the game simple. You can't overthink things and overthink scouting reports. Yeah! Nice job, SJ.
Stewart here is, you have no clue what she may do. She can handle the bat so well.
Here we go, 7-0. Hey, you all right? Happens,
I
man.
asked you who you thought hits the ball hardest at third. Who is most difficult to play in terms of what they can do, bunting, slapping, that kind of stuff that you need to think about as a third baseman?
Probably right now would be Zerk, just because she is putting on a power show. But she can also drop a button down like you guys saw in the first inning, so definitely tricky when she's up to bat. Good hustle, Amanda.
Riley,
working, Amber.
what's it been like playing with Team Jaquish? You guys have any like little team mottos or anything you were doing throughout the week heading into the weekend?
Nothing in particular. We do have a mascot. His name is Cleo, and he's a dragon. He's over there on the fence. I don't know if you can see him. He had a starburst in his mouth yesterday, but today, not so much because we lost yesterday. Yeah, Amber. Good spot.
Riley, thank you for letting us listen in this half inning. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
I love it when you get a chance to talk to players and just get their perspective of who they respect, and they can give you a great scouting report.
There was the dragon there.
Win it now, win it.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Kelsey Stewart. Little number. Sarton Vaughn makes the play. Hey, hey. I tell you, folks, you still got the microphone on, and the microphone's a magnet. That's been the case for 2 years. You wear that microphone, the ball's coming your way, and you're going to make a play.
I wish we were still talking to her when she made that play. Kelsey Stewart, some speed up the line, but Sarton Vaughn, clean play by her. Not feeling the pressure of Kelsey Stewart up the line, just fielding her position so well. We've seen her lay out for a couple balls. She's been rock solid at the hot corner.
Here's Aaliyah Andrews, 0 for 2. You know me, I ask the question to everyone all the time, and I get differing answers. I find it fascinating who values what defensively. What's the most important spot? Is it second baseman and all the places you have to make, all the places you have to be? Is it the shortstop with the range you need to have and the cutoffs? Or is it third and protecting against the bunt? I personally, no one cares about my opinion, but I'm going to give it anyway. I love a dominant third baseman. I remember like the Kelly Montalvos of the world. She would change a game with the guts she would have at third, charging everything, being 20 feet away from the batter when the pitch was coming in. And I just thought that just made a world of difference defensively.
Yeah, there is a fear factor with playing third base and being on that spot with expecting the bunt, the slap, those triple threats that come up. Can be a little scary. I mean, I admire those women that are up there with just like fearless, hit the ball to me. I prefer to be a little more up the middle myself. I like myself a good shortstop, someone that can just lead the charge in the infield, like a Shelby Pendley or a Sis Bates or a Kaylee Clifton.
A Jen Salling?
A Jen Salling.
A Tammy Williams.
Tammy Williams.
3 balls and 2 strikes. And Aaliyah Andrews is aboard for the first time. 2-out walk to Andrews. Maybe a situation where she wants to run. You get 8 points every time you're walked, so she's aboard. Give her 8 points. Three walks allowed now by Pfizer. It's important to note, this is Pfizer's 3rd time through the lineup. So Morgan Zirkle grabs a bat, and you could say she's due. Came into the game hitting .455. She's 0 for 2. Zirkle played the entire year last year, didn't hit a homer. She already has 2 homers in the first 5 games she's played this season.
See her throw that little off speed in there, 58 miles an hour.
Base hit for Zirkle. She was due. So 2-out action here for Team Osterman. Runners on at first and at second. Oh no, look who's coming up next. Jessie Warren grabs a bat. This danger time for Amber Pfizer?
It is. She's been playing with fire a little bit every single inning with kind of runners on base and has continued to get herself out. And I think they are going to make a pitching change, and I think this is a smart move here. And this is Jessie Warren yesterday. Just a little Oppo Taco, giving the people what they want. That was really when she just started to get going, started to feel her swing. Was hitless last weekend, and she's come to light here weekend 2. Sarah Groenewagen coming into the game. Another Golden Gopher replacing a Golden Gopher.
Ah, all right. Yeah, so new pitcher, Groenewagen comes on. She inherits runners on at the corners. Difficult spot for her. Well, tomorrow night at 9 Eastern time, the ladies of We Need to Talk have got you covered on the latest headlines in the world of sports. They preview week 1 of the NFL Mayhem and get you ready for a WNBA tip-off. Don't miss We Need to Talk on CBS Sports Network. That's tomorrow, 9 Eastern. Nighttime here in the Chicagoland area. We're in Rosemont, just west of the city. New pitcher, Sarah Groenewagen, best ever come out of White Rock, British Columbia. World-class changeup she features.
She does. She throws that screwball as well as a curve. Has that drop ball and that rise. You can also throw that backdoor curve. I think for her to be able to come in and establish that strike zone early will help her a ton.
So runners on at first and at second. Both can really run. Andrews at second, Zirkle on at first. And here's Jessie Warren. Didn't have a hit in 3 games a week ago. Has 2 hits in each of the 3 games she's played this weekend. Has driven that batting average up to 333 after hitting over 500 last year and winning the batting title.
Yeah, Jesse, here we go.
Well, Jessie Warren in the back of the box, but like off the plate a ton. Almost baiting her to throw it in. And I love that spot by Sarah Groenewegen. I just think if there's a hitter that's really backed off the plate, I want to see someone kind of throw it away from them. They want you to throw it in. In is their wheelhouse. Jessie Warren's one of the best in the world, but she's good at guessing too. Doesn't always have to have a plan to be a successful hitter. She's a bad ball hitter.
Warren choking up, fouls it straight back.
It's just being able to feel those swings for what they are, okay? That's a defensive 0-2 swing. Now for Sarah Groenewegen to find a pitch that she can throw out of the zone that is nowhere near Jessie Warren, but she can get her thinking whether it's a rise up or that drop away.
Golfed into center field. It's going to stay close enough to the infield for Shelby Pendley to make the play, and Sarah Groenewegen all smiles. Good job by Groenewegen. We're still scoreless.
It took a lot of guts to show up for this, a lot of trust in each other, and we did it. Forever, there's only going to be one first, and that's all of you.
This has been life-changing, not only for the group of 57 that we have here, but for future generations of softball players. We've truly redefined what it means to play softball and to be a professional. This is the future of our sport, and I couldn't ask for it to be in better hands.
I'm going to challenge you guys, though, all of you younger ones. It's your responsibility to keep playing. The reason you can play is because Megan Wiggins and I have kept playing. The reason Jordan Roberts had an opportunity to play this year is because Gwen Svekis has continued to play. Continue to play so the people below you have the opportunity to do this and have their life change the way we all did. Because I think we all are leaving here in the next couple days nowhere close to the same person we were when we came in.
Powerful stuff. Last year was just an exceptional time for women's professional softball here in Rosemont, Illinois. And this year, more of the same. This is, I'm telling you, it is. It's the future of professional women's sports.
Just think like the sacrifices that a lot of those women had to make to allow for this to happen in the middle of a pandemic. They were here, but they couldn't do anything. They couldn't go to a store. They couldn't go into a gas station. Like they were at the field, in the dome, or in their house. And it was just to do that for weeks and weeks on end means that like you're itching to play this game. You see this going somewhere. You're invested in it.
3-pitch strikeout. Kat Osterman retires Sam Fisher. Kat has not had an easy go of it. She faced 6 batters in the first inning, left the bases loaded. She faced 4 batters in the second inning because of a walk to Riley Sarton-Vaughn. And in the third inning, another walk to Savannah Jaquish. Jaquish stole a base but was eventually stranded at second. So 3 shutout innings for Kat Osterman, but she's not gone through the order 1, 2, 3 as of yet.
Well, and she's just was struggling with figuring out what pitch she could get for a strike. She really has only given up 1 hit in this game through the first 3 innings. Just goes to show she's still as dominant as ever.
Oh, look at Jessie Warren! Climbing the ladder, 2 down. Quicker than a hiccup.
Jessie Warren's got hops. Get up and get it.
Jessie Warren wears number 30 because she's a huge Steph Curry fan, and he wears number 30 for the Golden State Warriors. She made like a basketball player right there with that vertical leap. quickly 2 down here in the 4th inning. Longhorn Aggie matchup, won by the Aggie last time. Riley Sarton Vaughn played at Texas A&M, walked against Cat Osterman in the 2nd inning. They've had a long day here at the ballpark. We had a very entertaining game earlier. Team Vidalis beating Team Piper 4-1. Haley Wagner, best pitching performance of the season for her by far. Complete game gem. But in that game, we didn't see a home run. And clearly scoreless game here in the 4th inning. No home runs as well. So we've gone a total of 10.5 innings without a homer.
There's Tori Vidalis out there and
TV Tori.
See Samantha Howe in the bullpen warming up. We've seen her throw a little bit over the course of this weekend.
Called strike 3. That's the first 1-2-3 inning for either side. Shutout continues 0-0 to the 5th we go. We've had some big fun all weekend long. This is the 6th and final game that we will play this weekend. Well, all Athletes Unlimited players were asked to talk about self-belief, a time of reflection, and how it affected their career. Here is the captain, Savannah Jaquish.
The first day I got here at Athletes Unlimited, there was a moment of individualism and independence that you have to believe in yourself to be one of the best players.
So 2nd hit of the ball game for Jaquish. Give her 10 points.
A lot of people think I'm a great player, and so I decided to listen to that instead of the negativity. So it was fun, and it was relieving and free.
That was Believe You Will, presented by Guaranteed Rate, and the collective hearts just dropped into the throats for everyone with Team Jaquish when that ball was rocketed off the bat of Amanda Chittister, but it's rocketed foul. Danger time, scoreless game. One mistake cost either side a game, and you got to be careful with Amanda Chittister. She's hotter than a pepper sprout right now. She's got hits each of her first 2 times to the plate. She's now 9 for 19 on the year. She leads the league with 4 homers. But you got to pitch to her. You can't afford to walk to her. If you walk her to lead off an inning, you're just asking for trouble. What works against Chittister?
You have to hit good spots. I mean, I would tend to stay a little bit more away, and if I do go in, I'm going to go chalk line. Something like that. Like that ball was going to hit her if she didn't swing, and I just think now that you have 0-2, you need to be smart with where you're going with it, right? And she comes in tight on the hands. I just think now with an 0-2 count, this opens up something a little bit further off the plate, maybe a little curveball, a little up in the zone. But I'm going way off the plate.
Sarah Gronewagen, first full inning of work. Skied into center field, shallow, calling for it, making the play is Wiggins. Can't do any better than that for Sarah Gronewagen. So the dangerous Amanda Chittister is retired for the first time in the ball game. Next in line, Anissa Urtez. Urtez has bounced to third and bounced to short. Lays a bunt down. Gronewagen out at first. Great play by Gronewagen.
Wow. Man, we've been seeing these pitchers make some really good plays.
Yep, great call too.
That was awesome. She can't get the smile off her face right now.
We have had two magnificently played softball games this evening. Taylor Edwards. Both Edwards and the pitcher Groenewagen playing collegiately in the Big Ten. Edwards played at Nebraska. Actually, when she signed to play at Nebraska, they were still in the Big 12. And then they moved to the Big Ten. Sarah Groenewagen was the Big Ten Player of the Year when she was at Minnesota. Not just Pitcher of the Year, she was the Player of the Year because of what she could do with a bat in her hands as well.
Yeah, great two-way player. We have a lot of two-way players in this league. Just a couple I can think of, obviously Sarah Groenewagen, Odyssey Alexander, Alicia Ocasio, Samantha Howe. Carrie Eberly can swing it a little.
Wow, 50 miles an hour, pulled the string on it, and it's 2-1. Two balls and two strikes. Innings continue to roll over and roll over. No score means the fifth inning is worth 50 points. If any team can score a run. Clubbed off the glove of Sarton Vaughn. Maybe two for Edwards. There she goes! And she'll make it with a slide. Gutsy maneuver by Taylor Edwards to stretch a single into a double.
She was giving it everything she had. She got there.
Athletes Unlimited Softball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
Taylor Edwards has 2 hits on the season. She's 2 for 11. Both of her hits have been doubles. And she's so spry, she's going to run for herself. No pinch runner, even though that runner is super important. Kat Osterman, who doesn't make very many mistakes as the captain calling the shots, she says, I want Edwards to remain in the game to run. I'm a little bit surprised at that.
Especially a little later on in the game, but maybe looking at it with 2 outs here.
Janie Reed. Reed doubled her first time up. Team Osterman, this had their chances. They now have 7 hits. Team Jaquish, they only have 1 hit. Ball and 2 strikes.
And the righty pitchers have definitely been getting that screwball on the outside part of the plate. Amber Pfizer was getting that pitch as well. Sarah Groenewagen pumped that exact same pitch and got a good spot. Like I said, I would live away and continue to keep honing in on that spot if you know you can get it for a called strike.
Captain Savannah Jaquish can survey everything. She's named herself the catcher today. Popped up. Should end the inning. If it stays playable, it doesn't. Activity involving Athletes Unlimited Softball tomorrow, even no games. It's still a lot of fun. The Athletes Unlimited Draft happens every single week. New teams are revealed. It's Tuesday, 6 o'clock Eastern. You can catch it on Facebook. The top 4 point totals will be our 4 captains. Tell you right now, Kat Osterman will be one of those captains. And they will draft their team for what will be week 3 action starting next Saturday here at this ballpark. Really is a fun time watching that draft unfold.
I like seeing like new captains up there and just seeing the decisions that they make. We all know Kat's going to be a captain, but every now and again, this week we got to see 3 new captains in the chair, and just kind of like to see the team that they pick and the trends that they have throughout the week.
Called strike 3. Good job by Groenewagen. 2-out double by Taylor Edwards goes by the wayside. It's still a shutout for both sides. Fans, we're back with our second of its kind limited edition softball set. Sets feature 60 player cards with 5 additional specialty cards that highlight standout moments from the league. Sets are $19.99 and available to purchase now through September 30th at Topps.com. This is the only opportunity to purchase these trading cards. Get yours today. Jessie Warren, spectacular defensively as always. She gave us our Geico defensive play of the game.
Yep. Jessie Warren's got hops. She was in off the base a lot too. Gotta have quick reflexes. Makes it look easy.
At the end of the season, we'll be awarding the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. This Athletes Unlimited award will come with an additional $5,000 bonus for the winner. And I'll tell you what, Jessie Warren's going to be in that short list. Here's Morgan Howe. She's got history against Kat Osterman. It was 366 days ago, last September 5th, here in this building, where Morgan Howe jumped the yard and took Kat Osterman over the fence. Towering blow off the scoreboard in right center field. Got herself right in the nose. She does it here, it would be 50 points for everyone on Team Jaquish. And I'm telling you, that dugout will go nuts.
They will go nuts if they find a way to score in this inning and get those points. Even just watching Sarah Groenewagen come in after a strikeout and how excited they all got. Their energy is contagious.
Kat Osterman quickly ahead of Howe. Kat coming off for only 1-2-3 inning. She got Fisher, Pendley, and Sarton Vaughn in order in the 4th. Dating back to the 3rd, she's now retired 5 in a row, so maybe she's figured it out. She was right for the taking early. We kind of sensed it up here in the booth. In that first inning, she was all over the place. She was hittable. The bases were loaded with 1 out. And she wriggled off the hook. And now she's throwing zeros on the board.
And still has only given up 1 hit through 4 innings going into the 5th here, and it just shows she's still really good even when she can't hit good strikes. Like, these hitters are still swinging at pitches that aren't in the zone, still atop the leaderboard.
Well, because she's thrown 4 shutout innings, that is 4 times, well, you get 4 points for every out. She's recorded 16 outs. That's incorrect. My math's terrible. That's a base hit for Morgan Howe. So Howe, battling back from an 0-2 count, squirts a base hit into right field, and the leadoff batter is aboard for Team Jaquish. Let's finish off my thought. Kat has got 12 outs in 4 innings. 12 times 4 is 48 points. So she's got 48 points just for stat points so far today. And we will have a pinch runner. Local product, Chicagoan Abby Ramirez, former Michigan Wolverine, 2nd year with Athletes Unlimited. She will come on and run for Morgan Howe. Good job by Howe, who'll get a hero's welcome when she goes back into that 3rd base dugout. This is the bottom of the 5th, so should Team Jaquish scratch across a run, everyone on their club will get 50 points. Here's Amanda Lorenz, dangerous hitter.
Well, an important third time through the lineup here as a hitter. And it's never easy making adjustments off of Kat, but just being aware with what your first 2 at-bats look like, how you were seeing the ball, and how you can step up your third at-bat and make the best adjustment possible.
1-1. Loren's one of the better eyes here with Athletes Unlimited. She'll make Kat get it in the zone. Takes just off the plate. Right back up the middle. Plays it first, Ortez makes it. Ramirez got down to second very quickly, and they didn't have a chance to get the lead runner.
Just hits this right up the middle, has a lot of bounce and giddy up because it hit the turf first. Just advances Abby Ramirez and puts her in scoring position. They have 2 outs to work with here with one of the best hitters against Kat Osterman and Megan Wiggins.
Well, all the players make their own decisions. So whoever's decision it was, Savannah Jaquish's or Abby Ramirez's decision to start the runner and head towards second, that really bailed him out. Megan Wiggins softly squirts it, took a funky bounce. Kelsey Stewart stays with it. There are now 2 outs. But Ramirez checks in at third.
And I got to put on Jaquish. There's no way I'm throwing to her with the game on the line right now. They are going to.
Yep. So that is the third walk for Jaquish. I'll tell you what, Jaquish has not swung the bat today. She's come to the plate 3 times. She hasn't swung the bat. She's already got 40 stat points. She's got 3 walks. I checked that. 24 points for walks. And then she stole a base. She's got 34 stat points without ever swinging the bat. Samantha Howe. Oh, there goes Jaquish. Another 10 points for her. She's in scoring position with the stolen base. .44 points for Jaquish without ever swinging. Didn't he need to bring a bat to the game? Softly to short. Needs to be made. Ortez does it. And Kat Osterman again gets out of a pickle. We're still scoreless through 5 innings. Athletes Unlimited Softball is presented by Bat Club USA. Look at all those zeros. Man, gloriously zeros as we play the 6th inning. A shutout for both sides. Fans join us at the ballpark for game day. Tickets are still available at auprosports.com/tickets. There's something about a pitcher's duel. To me, that's the essence of fast pitch. Tight. Every decision magnified. You can't slip up. It's been a phenomenally played softball game this evening here in Rosemont. Up-to-date leaderboard brought to you by Geico. Kat Osterman with 5 shutout innings. That's 60 points worth of pitching for Kat. 60 points are on the line. Whoever wins this inning, the powerful Jordan Roberts leads things off. Roberts hasn't homered so far through 6 games, but the rally caps are on now. That changes everything. Rona Wagon misses upstairs.
Carrie Eberly with the backwards shades.
Good hitters count. Oh, and Roberts was thinking about it. '20th on the leaderboard. 20th out of 60 players is Jordan Roberts. Three and one.
Got to be careful here with 3-1 count, throwing Jordan Roberts, knowing she's free swinger. A lot of pop.
Good pitch by Gronewagen. Nothing Roberts can do with that.
And I got to go back to that spot. I think if you go 3-2 change at this point, this is a pitch that a hitter can potentially sit on, knowing that's Sarah's best pitch, but the way she's spinning that curveball right now is pretty.
High pop, playable. Right fielder, catch is made. Morgan Howe, out number one. So Roberts is retired, and now she'll pass the bat on to Kelsey Stewart. Stewart's had some important home runs recently. Hit a home run to win a game against Japan in the round robin play in the Olympics. Stewart 0 for 2. Fly to left and bounce to third. Hasn't turned on a ball yet. Oh and 2.
Great corner by Sarah Gronewagen. Tries to go show bunt, and that's been something that we've seen a lot of different hitters do, and sometimes it's just to create a little bit of momentum in your backswing. Kind of get on rhythm.
Bother you at all as a pitcher when a batter does that?
No, not necessarily. I think if you have 3-0 and someone drops the bunt to try to like get in your dome a little, sometimes that can, but.
Backhanded Pendley! Safe at first is Stewart. Stewart legs it out. That's her first base hit. So a one-out base runner for Team Osterman here in the 6th inning.
I think this is all that Shelby Pendley can do at this point. Deep in the 5-6 hole, she does have a great arm, but the difference is Kelsey Stewart's running from the left side. She gives her that little extra pep in her step up the line. It's a base hit all the way.
That's now 8 hits for Team Osterman. Of those 8 hits, 7 have been singles, and then the double by Taylor Edwards. Aaliyah Andrews bats. 60 points on the line. Rollover innings all the way to the 6th. Strike 1 to Andrews. Andrews, her first look at Gronewagen. 0 for 2 with a walk against Amber Pfizer. It's been all Minnesota Golden Gophers all the time here tonight for Team Jaquish. Team Osterman, they've had at least one base runner every inning. Multiple chances. A lot of frustration. On the ground, Pendley to second, and they get the out there. The ability of Pendley to throw at every single possible angle bails her out. Great play.
Kind of deep in the hole a little bit, but has that like almost slingshot arm, but has a missile, a lot of power behind her throw. Great range.
Pendley playing with that mask on this entire weekend. I think a lot of people are stunned that she's actually even out there It was a week ago today that she took a ground ball off of her nose, broke her nose, and she's missed no time because of it. Gamer. Tougher than woodpecker lips. All right, 2 down. Runner on at first is Aaliyah Andrews. Morgan Zirkle, a big swing and a miss. Zirkle began the day 7th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. She's 1 for 3 in the ball game. She has had a breakout season. 6 hits and 14 at bats with 2 homers. Into left, softly hit. Lorenz makes the play. And again, nothing going on for Team Osterman. They continue to strand runners on the base paths. They've left 11 on. Still a shutout in Rosemont. Look at that, just glorious if you love pitchers. And a pitcher's duel we have on a Monday night. Scoreless into the bottom of the 6th inning. The Washington Mystics and the reigning champs, the Seattle Storm, collide in a must-see clash between the last 2 WNBA champions. Catch the action tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, on CBS Sports Network. The W out in Seattle. All right, Kat Osterman. She has been up and down, but she has been good enough when she's needed to be. A lot of activity behind her, but she hasn't allowed a run yet. Jessie Warren lets the ball play her. Oh, that's the first mistake of the game defensively for Team Osterman, and it allows Sydney Romero to reach base safely.
This is just a little nubber off the bat and just doesn't play the hop accordingly off the turf. And just error by Jessie Warren, uncharacteristic for sure.
First error of the season for Warren. And runners on at first base. 60 points on the line. Should Team Jaquish score a run this inning? Sam Fisher lays the bunt down and it hits her. It's a dead ball. Was she still in the box when it hit her?
I was surprised she was even able to.
Oh yeah, she's lucky she's still in the box.
Yep. But even to go down and get that pitch, she could have just dove out of the way. That would have been a perfect bunt. She tried everything. Look at her.
Fisher 0 for 2 in the ball game. Again, fails to get the bunt down. How many times have you seen a batter try and get a bunt down, do it unsuccessfully twice, and then get a base hit?
I have seen that happen a lot. The only thing in this type of situation is you don't want to strike out. You have that runner, you want to try to advance her, you want to do everything in your power, have a good at bat even when you're down 0-2.
Fisher looking for her first hit of the year. Pitch misses high. Romero on it first. Called strike 3. That's always the secret weapon for Kat Osterman. She gets into trouble, she can get that strikeout.
And this is just straight filth. Just spins that on the inside part of the plate, drops off the table. Fisher ain't touching that.
Lefty-lefty matchup, Shelby Pendley steps in. Runner on at first base is Sydney Romero. Maybe she'll think about trying to swipe second. It's hard to go station to station against Kat Osterman. You need to make your own breaks. There she goes. Throw down a second. Not in time. Oh, she split at the bag, and she's out number 2. She just couldn't stop, and that is an out on the base paths. Wow. So it costs a base runner for Team Jaquish, and it costs Romero 10 points because you lose 10 points when you're caught stealing.
There's just nothing at this point. Ortez is like, we're playing tag here. You're off, you're out. But sliding on turf's different.
Oh, and now that really stings. Man, does that just rip your guts out if you're part of Team Jaquish. Pendley gets a base hit, her first of the game, give her 10 points, but that would have driven in a run.
Good piece of hitting. Stays on that curveball. Just going back to the Romero slide, like sometimes it's so hard, there's nothing you can do about it. You're just coming in hot to the base. The turf is slippery. You're trying to do everything to grab the base and you just slide past it. You need to make like specialty batting gloves or something to just hook the ground and just keep you in one spot.
60 points are on the line should Team Jaquish score a run. Shelby Pendley on it first. Riley Sarton Vaughn the batter. 0 for 1 with a walk. And Sarton Vaughn's gonna have to really buckle up that chin strap now. 0-2 against one of the most prolific strikeout pitchers in the history of the game. Line drive, base hit. Pendley was on the move. Ball gets away. Pendley rounding third, and she'll score. 60 points for Team Jaquish, and they take a 1-0 lead. How about that?
This is an 0-2 count, too. Just leaves it a little bit too much plate at that count. Great piece of hitting, just a little miscue of a bobble by Reed. I think if she's able to get to that, Pendley's not scoring. Couple defensive miscues this inning for Team Osterman that have hurt him a little.
So 60 points for every member of Team Jaquish, and everyone in this building is stunned. Team Jaquish 0 for 2 so far on this weekend. They lost 4-1 on Saturday. They lost 13-5 on Sunday. And now a base hit for Morgan Howe. The throw to the plate, not in time. Another run scores. Two-0 lead for Team Jaquish. That's now 3 straight hits against Kat Osterman.
And these are some good at-bats. That's great hitting. She's not throwing it like plus velo, but that's spinning like crazy, and she's able to continue to keep barrel on, see that ball late. Fire me up. Wow.
A stunning bottom of the 6th inning for Team Jaquish. Winless on the weekend and now pitching against the most decorated pitcher in Athletes Unlimited, and they're up 2-0.
Out to run for Morgan Howe at second base, number 10, Abby Ramirez. Ramirez on the next number.
Go! You gotta get down!
It's been a sloppy inning for Team Osterman. A couple of errors, one by Jessie Warren and one by the left fielder, Janie Reed. Two normally very reliable defenders. Pinch runners, Abby Ramirez on at second. Amanda Lorenz, 0 for 3 on the day. She's put the ball in play 3 times. Nothing to show for it. That second run that just crossed the plate for Team Jaquish is huge. Because as you look at what's going to happen in the 7th inning for Team Osterman, they're going to put their best foot forward. Jessie Warren already 2 hits today, followed by Amanda Chittister, who has got 2 hits in the ball game as well. This should end the inning. Cat underhand flip side is retired, but damage done. Team Jaquish, they win 60 points. The 7th is next. marvelous fight for Shelby Pendley and Team Jaquish. They scratched 2 runs across in the 6th inning, and they now lead 2-0 as we play the 7th. For every run scored during this year's Athletes Unlimited softball season, Aspiration is planting 100 trees. Over 36,000 trees were planted in 2020, and heading in today, over 9,600 trees have been planted this season, thanks to Aspiration's support of rounding the bases. Shelby Pendley, she scored the game's first run. Happened in the bottom of the 6th inning. Riley Sarton-Vaughn scored right after her, so those are your 2 runs, the only runs of the game. Team Osterman, they have lost any opportunity to win a whole bunch of inning points. Now they're hoping to possibly come back and win the game, but they're not off to a good start here in the 7th inning as Jessie Warren flies out on the first pitch she sees. Bit of a shocker here. Here's Amanda Chittister, 2 for 3. As Meatloaf used to say, that's not bad. Man, can't hit it any harder. Like it was shot out of a cannon. 3 hits in the ball game for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Vicious. So life still for Team Osterman. Should Team Osterman just score 1 run, this game will continue into the bottom of the 7th because we still have inning points on the line. Urtez swings at the first pitch. Lazy fly to Lorenz. So these are some quick at-bats here in the 7th inning for Team Osterman. 2 down. And the last hope for Team Osterman is Taylor Edwards. And before we have this at bat from Taylor Edwards, a meeting in the circle between Sarah Gronewagen, who is in position to pick up the win, and the captain of Team Jaquish, Savannah Jaquish.
Yeah, I think she's done a great job coming into this game. A lot of pressure. A lot of zeros were up on the board. Those are at times difficult innings to throw as a pitcher, knowing inning points are on the line, facing some stacked lineup. I think she's come in and done a really good job.
Remarkable job, yeah. All right, Edwards. She can tie it with 1 swing.
Fooled by the changeup.
Odyssey Alexander getting loose, just in case. Sarah Gronewagen hoping there isn't that just in case. She controls her destiny here. She is 1 pitch away from Team Jaquish's first win of the weekend. Everyone on Team Jaquish, should this out be recorded, would get 120 points just from inning and a win. They'd win all 7 innings, 70 points, and get a team win, which is 50 points.
Good spot at that count. Paint in the outside corner. Kind of opens up the inside part of the plate again with just changing Edwards' eye plane, looking away, could potentially go back up and in like she did. Also throw that change.
There's the changeup, it's popped up. Ball game! What a win! Team Jaquish, 2-0. A 2-headed shutout by 2 Minnesota Golden Gophers. Amber Pfizer started it, Sarah Gronewagen ended it. Nothing but zeros put up through 7 innings.
What a performance. Little pitch by committee. Offensively, they found a way. Really fun couple ball games we've watched.
All right, 2-0 win. Pitchers duel here in Rosemont. We'll step aside for just a moment. We'll come back with final thoughts. Really fun game on a Monday evening here with Athletes Unlimited softball team Jaquish. They get a two-headed shutout. Amber Pfizer, Sarah Gronewagen, wonderful pitching, and just enough offense. This is our offensive moment of the game, brought to you by Bat Club USA.
Yeah, Riley Sarton-Vaughn, she was unbelievable. This was an 0-2 count. She was able to just do enough to get it to the outfield. Great piece of hitting. Big moment for her.
And that's all she wrote, a win for Team Jaquish, their first of the weekend. It took a while to get, and they lost on Saturday and Sunday, and then they beat usually an insurmountable foe in Kat Osterman and Team Osterman on a Monday evening. I sure hope you enjoyed it as much as we did up here in the booth. It's a 2-0 win on a Monday night for Team Jaquish. Be sure to join us back here next Saturday for week 3 of the 2021 season. For Daniel Laurie and our entire production crew, I am Eric Collins. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.